5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. And I was going to turn it on while you were out there taking your preemptive pee, because you're going to have to pee 7 more times. But I couldn't figure out which one of the 17 computers here runs the show business.
No, I get you.
What's this one that says hooray? Do we need this?
Hang on, I got
Chat is waiting for new messages.
Well,
That's going to be a long wait.
3 of 3 there.
3 of 3.
Let me...
Is this a ghost or an octopus with 5 legs?
I think it's a octopus with some sort of old-timey football helmet on that doesn't have barely any head protection on it.
That's what a squid's head looks like. I bet that's a squid.
Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
We'll be, hey, I told you what that I discovered what ruins an old-fashioned.
Well,
rye is what ruins an old-fashioned.
Historically, an old-fashioned is made with rye.
I know, that's what ruins it. It ruins an old-fashioned. Make that with bourbon or something
let's
else.
See.
Are we ready to go? Hey, hey, it's Cole, Screaming Eagle Wilson.
No, we're not there.
We're not there yet.
We started 2 minutes late, so now nobody's going to show up. I got to move. There we go.
We ain't started at all yet, because look, it's still the thing.
Yep. I think, how's my hair look?
Perfect. It looks perfect, Ed. Like you just rolled out of the cement mixer.
Kind of looks like a raccoon or something up there.
Hey, Adjective Beaver.
Adjective Beaver's hosting. Thank you, Adjective
General Beaver says is now hosting you. Woohoo!
Did you say General Beaver?
I said Adjutant General Beaver.
Adjutant
That's how
General
the whole
Beaver.
thing started.
I gotta go over here and move this tab over here.
Good evening. Hey, well, good evening to you.
Hey, folks.
Hey.
Big Ed Barnum here from Big Ed Barnum, blah, blah, Barnum.
Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson here from Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson's new Brian Brown inspired bar, Cocktails and Nightmares, right? And I'm talking real nightmares too. You know, like that one when you're running down the sidewalk, but you can't make any time, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, he's right on your heels. You know what I mean? He's back there, he's going because he's already lit on fire, and you ain't got a proton pack or a protein pack or a bar or nothing, right? You just got a hatchet, but it's a tiny little plastic hatchet. You remember that Indian in the Cupboard? You remember that book? You remember the Indian had that little hatchet? That's all you got. And you can prick your finger with that, but you ain't going to do nothing to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man while he's on fire. Location TBD.
With a very important message.
We got a very important message for y'all.
I don't know if that's a false start or the start. Hi, Dee Dee Marie. I did get a haircut.
Just the sides.
It looks
back. Not this part though.
It looks like
he had that length. Those are extensions.
Who's that? What's a character that has like their hair's really short on the sides, but then it's like stuck down? This is a pretty good look, isn't it? Is that a good look?
Yeah. For somebody. When we find who that's a good look for, we're gonna make a note of it.
Here we go. This is gonna be a real good look. Yeah, it's got a little.
How come you didn't get that one right there cut? Why didn't you got everything else cut, but not that one right there?
I don't know.
You have a rather inaccurate stylist.
Well, she does like style. I feel like when my hair's like this, I need to be talking like this.
You don't ever.
I don't know why
I'm
talking.
Need to be talking like that. Ed.
All right. Hi Blythe _ Texas. Thank you for joining. This is the part of the show where we act like jackasses, and this part of the show lasts about 55 to 75 minutes, and then we sign off. So I guess that's all of the show. Happy Valentine's Day, Cole.
Is it Valentine's Day again?
Yeah, I'm told it's Valentine's Day.
Freaking year. Did you get me a present this year?
I did get you a present this year.
Oh, what'd you get me?
Well, it's too early.
Too early. Oh, you got to build up to it.
Don't want to shoot my
build
wad.
The suspense.
I don't want to give you... I'll shoot my wad later, and then I'll give you a present. I don't know what I'm talking about. You ever shot your wad too early, and then you're like, well, I wish I had my wad back. And then you're like, somebody else comes along, and then they shoot their wad, and you look at it, and it's just sort of like, well, at least mine was better than that.
Talking about spit wads, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about spit wads. You know, you get like a big straw.
No, that's never happened.
And you like chew that big thing up. Mm-hmm. Hello. Dee Dee, adjective. Blythe, I think I saw that one black guy. I haven't looked over, see who's on Facebook. Holy,
what happened?
Nope, Diane Fisher's there.
Hey, there's Diane Fisher. Hey,
I talked to Diane Fisher's son last night.
What was he doing?
He was receiving texts from me.
Joshua David Fisher.
And he was not responding to him until this morning. So I don't know what he was doing at 8:35 p.m. last night, but he was not responding to texts. That's scandalous. Scandalous. That's enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, that one black guy. I just saw myself doing the mouthing of scandalous thing. I'm not sure I can do that again. Not sure I can. Here, I'm going to get off that.
It looks pretty funny.
You saw it, didn't you?
That looks pretty funny. Look at you. Wait a minute. Now, how we got the same thing on both screens? We can close one of these things.
Well, no. I want you to have your own.
All right. Hey, no, man. I'm
just in case I come over here
one-on-one
and do something like
this is a real conversation we're having now. Me and the internet and you and
like if I come over here and look at this.
What is that?
That's an article we might look at.
I'm sorry. I'm having my conversation. You do you and hello at that on.
You're on the camera.
Eb Akio. Hey, that's mouthful, but it's good to see you here. What else? Private First Class Beaver says :0.
I think that means his mouth is agape.
How would colon
or wide open?
How would colon
or
zero?
He's going like, oh my.
Oh, hey, that's one of them emojis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks just like it.
I don't know what
good.
that is. So, folks, it's
Hey, Token Variety. Hey, back at you there.
Token, you'll have to tell us how the snow is up there. Snow here lasted about a day and a half, and everybody just lost their minds.
It never snowed here, did it?
It did snow here.
Oh, that one wasn't even a day and a half.
It was last Saturday, I think.
What the hell is that all about?
That you keep your eyes there, or you keep your eyes there.
Says :T space call. Man, this is gonna take.
I think that spells token.
Wow, you fast at reading them, man. All right, token. Token Variety says, "Is Ed having another seizure? Should you stick your wallet in his mouth?" I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, the last time
24 inches says Token Variety.
The last
24 inches of stuff.
I believe it. He's pretty far up there. I'm not going to out his actual physical address like I did once on a charity stream.
Hey, does Blythe _TX know all these other people?
I have a feeling.
I have a feeling. Talking to us.
I have a feeling Blythe. I have a feeling Blythe has been.
Blythe Danner?
I don't think it's Blythe Danner. I think Blythe Danner's got other things that she's probably doing tonight. One of them is probably cringing at some of the things her daughter is trying to sell online. Anyway.
Well, that's right. What's her name? Skinny Britches. It's her daughter. Right?
Yes. What's her name? Skinny Britches.
Yeah.
.com.
Gwyneth Pomeroy.
Gwyneth Half Pint.
Yeah. She sells stuff online.
She has a company called. You have not heard of this? She has a company. I think it's called Goop. And she sells She sells all kinds.
Is it that slime from I Don't Know What to Do on television?
Well,
you know what I mean. And you say I don't know, and a green slime.
Medically speaking, it has probably about the same efficacy as that.
Oh, is it some kind of tonic? Is it supposed to revitalize?
Well, here, let me see if I can pull it up here, and we'll take a look at it.
How come you got so many tabs open, Ed? You're going to crash.
Because I'm playing.
Earlier, Ed was complaining about how his browser wasn't performing the way he wanted it to. Well, he's got 75 tabs open.
It's Goop. It's a lifestyle brand. It also is slow to load. What is this?
Well, maybe Goop isn't supported.
Mail call. Sign me up. No. Let's see. Token Variety.
Oh, he's burning you. He's razzing you, Token. You're gonna stand for that. Hey,
Gmail.
You conversate right here. Token Variety says stem cells. That's not much of a comeback burn, but okay.
Stemcells.com.
Is that what it is?
Is that what he said?
He said stem cells.
Here we go. Tokenvariety.gmail@stemcells.com. we're going to get you hooked up with some
goop.
Some goop.
Some goop.
Thanks
So you
for
can,
looking. Look in your inbox there, Token.
If somebody says I don't know, you can dump it on their head. If you need to battle like some, I don't remember where he's from Middle Age or something, guy in a portrait, and he's full of negative energy, you can rub that goop on the Statue of Liberty, and it'll dance its way into crashing down that big egg dome that he's going to put over the museum. I watched both Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. I've actually.
Three. I'm sorry,
I've not
three now.
seen last year's.
The new one's awesome. Way better than the second one.
Folks, if you have $4,500 to spend, and you like having diarrhea in a luxury hotel, the Wellness Weekender Pass for In Goop Health.
So it's goop. Is it an actual thing? Is it a topical thing? You put it in you? What do you do?
Cole, it's a lifestyle brand.
Oh, it's a comprehensive total life system, is what you're saying.
Now, Cole, are you wanting to shop? What are you wanting to buy? You looking for jewelry, shoes?
Oh, hold on, we're talking about my lifestyle now, right? Well, clearly I don't need any fashion help.
Nope.
Right? But I do need something to store my toiletries on.
All right, so let's see here. They have bags. They have
Not
home.
in, I said on.
Home.
Home. All right, let's go to home.
Lost my thing here. Lost my place.
Hey.
It's all gone to shit now.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna work.
Now, do you want to keep your stuff in a room, or in just the bathroom?
Hey, let's go with room. Maybe maybe I've been too focused on the bath. Maybe my toiletries should go in the closet or the kitchen, or who knows.
I think they need somebody to optimize.
Maybe they need somebody to close a few browser tabs.
Now
there's a service Goop ought to offer.
Now, Cole, I know you like having a cashmere throw pillow while you're thinking about how and where you're going to store all your toiletries. Your toiletries.
I gotta store them so they don't spoil. You know what I mean?
Brass striker. Here's something that bugs the shit out of me.
Those are matches, right?
I know it's you walk into somebody's bathroom. I'm just going to say this. I would rather smell the remnants of somebody that's just taken a crap than smell a burnt match. I'm just going to say that out there.
Now you're talking about fecal material particle laden.
I don't care if it's splashed all over the world,
because it's fecal particulate that you're sucking in.
Yeah,
which you're still going to be sucking in, but you're going to be doing it with a little bit of sulfur too. How does that make it smell?
I'd rather smell rancid butt than somebody having just struck a match.
Hey, Adjective Beaver right here. He says broken egg. I think that's what that is.
I think that's a.
Oh, it's a heart. That's
a
heart
mixer
right there.
Heart. I think.
Oh man! And Goldilocks and the Bear said, "Happy Valentine's Day, boys."
Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine's to you.
Goldie actually made an image of a Valentine for me. It said Big Ed. It had a picture of me sucking on a hot dog.
Where on earth did you find a picture of Ed sucking down a hot dog?
I sent it to her.
That's they got that Where's Waldo? Where you got to find Waldo in the picture. There's a really, really easy version of that starring Ed Begley Barnum, and it's find Ed eating a hot dog. And all you got to do is find a picture of Ed, because he's always eating a hot dog, or he's got it in his hand, or he just finished, and he's licking his lips, but you can see the little wrapper where the hot dog was.
That secret camp thing I went to with all those rich people that I can't talk about last summer. Well,
was that to break you of your hot dog habit?
No,
because it didn't work.
No, but they wanted me to write a little bio of myself and send a picture, and I sent that picture of me sucking on that hot dog.
Which one?
And they printed it.
Hey, there you go. And they said, hey, they actually wrote back and they said, "Dear Mr. Barnum, could you please send us a headshot where you're not consuming a hot dog?" And Ed returned the reply, "No, I physically cannot do that."
I actually don't know how we got on this, but it's getting off of it.
Is that some kind of roasting pan?
Holy! I think I know what we're doing.
What?
Not right now, because we're going to have to order it. The Confessions card game.
Oh, man. That sounds good.
If I were a small rodent living in a London flat, a luxury flat, I would love to hear the Confessions of Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is that what her last name is? Paltrow?
Paltrow.
Paltrow.
Yes. I think her father was Bruce Paltrow.
Problem is, if you were a small rodent living in a London flat listening to the confessions of Gwyneth Paltrow, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it for very long because she'd probably cut you open for some sort of ceremony. You know what I mean?
Token, you're right.
Get your goop out.
And yes, I did go. That's a long story. Anyway, no, just let go.
Hey, Ratty.
So, this thought-provoking game is the perfect gathered round the fire holiday essential that's great for sparking up engaging conversation, even a little debate. From meaningful categories like sex and relationships to travel, culture, and taste, this card set guarantees hours of laughs and entertainment. Yeah, I'll take another one.
You want?
Sure, why not?
That's a pretty big guarantee. Hours, it says.
Here's a confession. When I was 11 years old, I went into the bathroom of a truck stop, and I had to poop, but the bathroom was so dirty, I decided I'm just going to pee. That's a real confession. You got something to confess, Cole?
I have never paid taxes, not once.
Is that why you don't have what you would call a permanent address?
Oh, I do. It's just not mine. You ever wonder why you get so many process servers at your door?
No.
Good. I'm glad. That's why I use your address, because I know you don't run one.
Oh, I just figure it's somebody else suing me for a faulty scythe. It's the reason this that's a long walk for a joke I'm not even going to make.
Hey, Rad Castle says stick it to the man Cole. Hey, take that, the man.
Hi, Rad Castle. Good to see you.
Rad
Also,
Castle,
good to see you, Token. I was doing a round of hellos earlier. Good to see you.
Is that an homage to that Man in the Tallest Castle movie or book or whatever it was? Because I watched that, and the first season I stuck with it, even though it was pretty like formulaic. And then once it started getting weird and cool, I'd already given up on it. Hey, look at that ham ain't spinning.
Oh, yes.
Somebody call it out.
All right, we're gonna have to break the stream and restart it. The ham isn't spinning.
It's spinning now. Who gets the points, Ed?
I do, because nobody called it out. I don't think.
That's never happened before.
We'll review the tape on that. Hang on here. No, that's not what I want.
Brad Castle, I'm not comparing you to Hitler. I totally forgot he was part of that show, actually. I was comparing you to Yamamoto, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't finish the show. So
he was an admiral. My first wife and I had a cat that we called Moto after Yamamoto, and every cat after that had some sort of imperial Japanese name.
Tell us more about your cat names, Ed.
Yeah, none of those cats are alive anymore.
Those cats aren't.
Time is cruel. Just look at some photos of me. You'll find out. I have no idea how we got on Goop. I think it's time we got off Goop.
Hey, Amy Adams says, how did I miss T-Gat? I think she means that, because she didn't call out the hand.
No, T-Gat is the bartender who's out back, who's mixing up some drinks for after.
T-Gat! I do miss T-Gat.
Yep. You know, I actually knew a bartender named Gizzard.
Really?
Crittenden, Kentucky. First and last chance. The bartender's name was Gizzard. I shit you not. This is when you were when a 10-year-old could go into a bar and, not drink, but just sit around. And,
you could have drank.
So I probably could have drank.
If you'd have manned up a little bit.
If I didn't have a squeaky voice like this and say, bartender, I know I'm here with my father, but I have a hole inside my soul that only liquor can fill. Can you stand me up with a drink?
And Gizzard said, hey, let me go get the funnel. And then that's how it started. Hey, Devastating Pain says, hi, Ed Cole. Yes. Hope you're having a great VD.
Yeah,
well, I don't want
Token throwing down a cross-platform insult here to Amy Adams, saying, "Stop being over 50 and get on Mixer." Ooh.
Hey, Ed called me out the other night when I said the old folks were on Facebook. There, he says, "Hey, that's not fair."
Rad Castle, I'm going to save you $30, and I'm just going to ask you, when was the last time you seriously thought, I might crap my pants? I'll save you $30. That's a confession only you can answer.
I ain't.
Christian Ricketts is here.
Hey, where's Christian Ricketts?
He's right here. He's right here. Evening, Christian Ricketts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that thing where I sound annoying. So, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either.
Oh boy, I've never seen a cross-platform insult like that before.
Man, we are breaking new ground here. Where's that $1,000 button, Ed?
Well, somebody.
Hey, you guys, you see that on Facebook and Mixer? Hey, that's good. Hey, we're gonna get them going now. Hey, you want cross-platform insults? Is that what you call it? And you're gonna call out Amy Adams, but you're on Mixer. You know what you lay down a savage burn. You understand? But then when you do it, hey, you say, hey, Amy Adams, not only did I lay down a savage burn, not only do you look like a total ass, right? But I also clicked that $1,000 button 3 times. Beat that, turkey. And then she's going to say,
what the hell kind of material is this?
It's suede, dummy.
What's the difference between suede and velour?
Suede is leather. Velour is deer or something. I don't know.
Right.
Hey, wait, I wasn't done.
All right, hang on. I'll get you back on.
Think about that. All right, I'm done.
All right. Good work. Good job. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. I actually think this is super suede.
I think that should be our reset.
What?
Ooh. Ooh.
Just so long as it ain't a damn phone call.
Oh, hang on. Let me see. Oh, I need to give a shout out to. The camera's not set up.
You want? I can set it up.
Right notepads in Baltimore or Baltimore, Oregon. I'll do the shout out to them when I'm sober.
Don't hold your breath, Baltimore, wherever you are.
Hang on.
Son of a bitch!
What did you drop?
Your Valentine's Day present.
Oh, well, I'm not looking. You can tell me later.
Hold on. I'm getting a call here. I gotta answer this one.
Right.
Hey, Jersey Jerry here. What's going on?
This is Jersey Jerry?
It's Jersey Jerry.
Oh, I thought I was Jersey Jerry.
No, you probably still Terry Tucson. I don't know where you get the graphics.
Not according
Doesn't
to
matter.
not according to the graphics.
Hey, Terry Tucson here. What's going on?
Hey, Jersey Jerry here. Happy Valentine's Day. I said almost Valentine.
Yeah, well, happy Valentine's Day to you, Jerry.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm having kind of an out-of-body experience here, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Out-of-body and like I'm on the wrong side of the Continental Divide.
Oh.
What you got to say?
Well, once I was driving up I-75 right around Erlanger, Kentucky, and then I realized that I didn't really remember much of having driven north of I-5, north of Walton, Kentucky, which is a good probably 13 miles, of which I just don't remember much of anything. And I think they consider that an out-of-body experience.
Let me ask you this there, Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, you shoot, Terry Tucson.
What, if anything, had you consumed before you started the drive?
Well, I had some cottage cheese that was left over from the night before. It wasn't like setting out or anything. It was like in the refrigerator.
Hey, hold on. Let me. I hate to interrupt, but refrigerator or ice box?
Ice box.
Ice box. Okay.
Yep. So I had that cottage cheese. I also had some fried rice left over from the previous 2 nights. That's what I call a sensible breakfast back in 1993. And that's about all I had to eat. That was my first meal in about 4 days. I was coming off a tequila and trucker meth binge. Hello?
Hey, Jerry, I'm going to have to let you go here. My
No, don't do that.
entire house is on fire.
What? Hello?
Hey, that was a good one.
All right.
Them just keep getting better and better.
I'm not too sure.
I got to say, we weren't exactly in favor of the old L. Ron Hubbard there, but I got to tell you, they're getting better and better. You know what I mean? We're crafting it. I think we're starting to find the through line, the thrust. You know what I mean? We've got to work a little bit on that closer, but I don't know. I think that's going to work. I think you picked up something that class you took.
Yep.
I think it's helping.
Hi, Randy Nickers. Thanks for joining. Cole, I think it's time. Have you had dinner tonight?
Not yet.
Do you want me to spoil your dinner?
Please, spoil away.
I think we might have to have you reframe this thing over here. Oh, I forgot. One of our sponsors tonight is Shield Pure Lard.
Hail Lord.
Yeah,
there it
that's one of
is.
those things. So Cole, I know how you like your little confections.
Ooh,
So I
donut.
got the tiniest of, not really confections. It's just sort of here. Why don't I put it on the right?
Is it a tart? Is it a tort? Is it a what is it?
It is a white chocolate dipped strawberry
Ooh,
with a little bit of
doggy.
magic drizzle.
Hey, I like the sound
Did
of
you
that.
like the way I said it? Magic drizzle?
Hey, you sound like a king there. All
Hey.
right. We gonna eat this up?
Hey kids, you want to have a good time on a Friday night? Just get yourself some strawberries and a little magic drizzle. Magic Drizzle's my porn name. It's not really.
We got any kind of ceremony or
I think we're just
thing
gonna
to eat it? We're just gonna eat it.
I think we're just going to clink them. Clink!
Clink.
That was more like a thud. Hey, I like the name. I like that name, Turnpike Tanya. Hey, what's
What?
the hops? We got to get Turnpike.
Oh yeah.
Turnpike Tanya in a Discord chat. Everybody needs to come up with their telephone party line names.
You do have to provide your own vintage phone though.
That is correct. Although if you go to Astoria, Oregon,
They're everywhere.
there's
everywhere.
there.
Laying on the sidewalk.
Yep.
You can't take 3 steps without tripping over a vintage telephone.
You know what I like about white
Damn
chocolate? You know what I like about white chocolate?
You can pick it up off the floor and eat it.
Yep, it ain't got any calories in it either.
Really?
Because it's not real chocolate.
What is it then?
Too late, Randy. I'm done with mine. But if he wants to hook his elbow around my elbow and eat his last bite. All right.
That's for you.
All right. I also got you another present, but
What are we going to do? Are we going to sit here jawing all night?
well,
Go with it.
let me put
Oh,
this.
open right, you know what's going on. You know the story.
I don't know what I'm doing. My damn hip. These goddamn stools. Happy Valentine's Day, hip. You're gonna get replaced. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. This stool, so folks, here's your hip socket. Here's the top of your femur. Now it's supposed to go in here and it's supposed to just glide around when you walk and when you stroll and when you sit down. But me, it's just like, especially in these stools, it's just sort of like wrapped up tight. Cole's over there doing a kettlebell workout. Hang on here. Let me see if I can get that kettlebell back up there.
No, I just had to do a few to counteract.
All right. It was like the only time I've ever tried to use the reverse camera on this thing, and
Why can't you reverse one of them?
cause I'm sitting over here. Sometimes you just don't get me.
Hey, I like this. That on Bike Guy says, shower the eagle in gifts. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. Eagle needs a shower. You know
Drink
what I
a
mean?
glass of gelatin powder for my hip.
For your hip.
I don't know if that would work or not.
I don't know. Dr. Christian B. Ricketts has rarely been mistaken about joint therapy.
Now,
Joint
Cole,
therapy, especially that kind.
you know how I am
That's a
about
weed joke.
you know how I am about wrapping gifts. Actually, hang on here, just in case this gets out of hand.
How about I just don't?
I gotta remove the personally identifying information off here. If it
You're
was,
not giving me your birth certificate.
no,
again,
I'm
are
just
you?
pulling something off there. I'm making sure there's nothing here on the front. So I know how you love your shipping supply products, Cole.
Oh, wait a minute.
So I got you
Oh, wait a minute. You did not.
something real special.
You did not.
I can't find my way around the damn camera there. I got you the U-line.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Nobody can
Lordy.
see it.
Lordy. Oh, I don't care. I'm the one that needs to see it. They got packing peanuts. I bet they got the shrink wrap that's on a roller.
Yep.
And you can just put it on the box and then run around it. And you shrink
Here's
wrap that
my
whole son
favorite
of a bitch.
thing. They have gusseted bags.
Gusseted bags.
Gusseted bags.
And it ain't just shipping, y'all. They got standing mats,
Yep.
anti-fatigue mats, and they got lockers. Uline sells lockers, good
Yep.
ones too.
Yep, the kind that
Oh
don't.
yeah, and they got the you gonna go out there and an ashtray, all the ash is gonna blow away. But if you ash your butt in this, it's gonna collect in the bottom, and you can dispose of it. Man, that's useful.
One of the things I like, Cole, is they have
Cycling
name
bags.
badge holders. Here, let me get this in here. Let me get this up in here.
Whoa! Look at this! Look at these stackable totes.
They have all kinds
in
of
a
things.
tote. Man,
Now they have name badge holders.
Pallet jacks. They got pallet jacks.
They have name badge holders, and I was thinking we would
Man, they got 7.
get
8.
a bunch of name badge holders and make name badges for everybody that frequently watches us. And this got me to
3
thinking here.
pages of pallet jacks, Ed.
This Daniel Jones here. I don't know if you folks can see this.
Hoppers.
This guy looks like he's a real a-hole, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Look at this, Cole.
Structural foam tilt trucks. What?
Daniel Jones here on their badge. This guy looks like he's definitely an IT supervisor because he looks
he
looks like a real a-hole.
He doesn't look like a Jones. Looks more like a Wang.
I only say
yeah. What a Wang.
Yeah.
What a Wang. Hey, they got basket trucks.
And then here's
Poly
visitor.
Box trucks.
And then there's this poor schmuck who's just I'm visitor.
Because he looks like an alien. Look at that.
Well, he knows he has to go see Daniel Jones. He's just like, oh yeah, that Wang.
Welded steel carts. Whoo, boy, this is going to be tough to top, but let me give it a shot, Ed. I got you.
Oh, you got me a gift? Well, hang
Yeah.
on. Let me get us back on here.
I got you a one and only. I can't remember what scent it is.
Is this the thing you broke a few minutes ago?
No, it's still fine. Newport Bay Candle Company candle, because I know how Ed lights candles, and he puts himself in a bath, and he says, I'm transported to another world, or another land, or I don't know, another time or something. But yeah, there you go. That's that candle there for you. You can light that up and just fly away.
This is a gelatin thing.
Yeah, don't eat it, though.
Well, there's like barely any of it left.
There's plenty.
I don't have a lighter in here.
Static shielding too.
I have to go. It's over by it's out by the grill. Well, yeah, there's like some hair and stuff caught up in here. Something, Cole.
Well, I don't know. I am not the Newport Candle Company president, Ed. I don't know how they make the candles.
Well, I appreciate it. It smells like a Jolly Rancher.
It smells good, like the purple one.
I want to get my nose down in there and smell it, but there's some hair in there. I'm just not quite sure.
That's what keeps you. See, it's gel. If you didn't have a little sinew in there, it'd just fall apart.
I also got you something else, Cole.
More than the Uline catalog?
Who can turn the world on with a smile?
Thanks, that'll do. Thank you, Ed. I like that. That's
Who can
good.
take
That's a good gift,
nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, Cole, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement, you show it. Love is all around, no need to fake it. Love is all around, why don't you take it?
Like $2, $3, $7.
You're gonna make it after all. Who can turn? Yeah, there's a whole second verse to that.
Yeah, I know. I know. You sing it. Y'all think, oh man, what a sweet thing.
Felt pretty good.
Ed just, opened himself up like that and sang that song for y'all. He sings that song every damn day.
That is the first time I've sung that
Every
song.
time we stream, I come in and Ed's like, hey, we got to do our vocal warm up. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to, list off all the things I want from the Uline catalog because I got it memorized. And
it's time you started living. It's time you let someone else do some giving. Love is all around, no need to fake it. I'm gonna bust a nut. I didn't mean it that way. I just felt the pain as I was singing that sort of thing. I didn't mean it that way. Yeah. I apologize.
Why don't you go ahead and herniate yourself? Maybe you'll get that other octave that you've been looking for.
I've never used the phrase bust a nut accidentally before. And I was just
Industrial poly bags.
Good night.
Announcement envelopes. Hey, that's what you need right there.
I was trying to say bust a gut because I was doing this weird diaphragm thing.
We know what you were trying to say, Ed.
But really, it is time you let someone else do some giving. Anyway.
Hey, they got boxes just for your football shirts.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's the point of that?
Well, I suppose if you've got a lot of football shirts and you want archive quality boxes.
Hey, they got
That's the way to
pellet
go.
cases in here. Headphones, shooters, earmuffs.
For the fashionable. I don't know where to go.
I don't know. Insulated mailers. Hey, this is all right. I'm gonna set this aside because I can get completely
Oh,
lost. in
yes.
this thing.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, what's going on, chat? Sorry, Ed interrupted our dialectic here, so let me get back down to business here. Goldilocks and the Bear says done.
Yep.
Token Variety says lol. Radcastle says 07, which is one rank below James Bond. Goldilocks and the Bear says ha 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 ha. That's 5. That's a lot of halls. All right. That one black guy says Big Ed never fakes a nut. Good to know. Good. Dee Dee Marie says lol again. Red Castle ha with 2 H's.
I already asked him about the sweater, Christian, and I got an earful.
Yeah, you know, 1 terabyte has already clipped it. I don't know.
That one
Christian
black
Big
guy
Ricketts
has
says,
apparently already
I think
clipped
the
video
city
of
life
me.
is getting to you, Ed, Big Ed. That one black guy says, I did, lol. First Admiral Beaver says, I got it too, as well.
There's no obligation to read everybody's comment.
Well, why'd you put this thing in front of me? I was going to close it, and you said that's for you.
So you could monitor
read chat.
it. So you could monitor
Yeah, I
it.
monitor things by reading them. How else do you monitor letters and sentences?
Well, you could just give it a glance and like,
Prose.
Yep. You just give it a...
Cole is wearing some fancy cat sweater. Ain't no cats on this. And ain't no cats getting anywhere near this. Because there's one thing that Ultra Suede does not appreciate. It's little kitty claws.
I think it's if there's one thing Cole doesn't appreciate, it's just cats in general.
Yeah, too. That's why I'm wearing my anti-cat sweater. Rad Castle says, Lamau. Is that a cat thing, Lamau?
Yeah.
You watch it, Rad Castle.
I'm giving my...
Is Christian another geriatric from Facebook? Oh! Token's calling you out, Christian B. Ricketts. He's saying that you're old because you're using Facebook, and he's using the game show video game.
It's going to be a knife fight. Mixer versus Facebook.
That's as good as I can snap. That's my West Side Story snap.
What color is that stripe? Menthol? That's a good burn. That's a burn. That's a coal burn.
How would that be a burn? Menthol's delicious.
Well, you can put a pig on a sweater, but you can't register a second generation Kindle on a laptop.
I don't get it.
Actually, Christian, what you need to do is you need to get a USB and sling it off a laptop and then redo the firmware. I still have my first generation
Are you talking about
Kindle.
video games again?
No, we're talking about Kindles. I still got my original Kindle.
That's the one that's like this big and you use it for video games?
No.
What do you use it for?
Reading books.
How do you read a book with video game?
Sometimes I just don't think you get me.
Speechless. He ain't got no retort.
I felt like there's something else we're supposed to do, and I can't remember what it is. Truck nuts for wheel chocks. I wrote
that would work.
I wrote that down, but
Yeah.
I think
Good thing you wrote that down.
I think it was like
well, if it's one of those big truck nuts that are made to look like the blades on the edge of a Ben-Hur chariot, that might actually work as a wheel chop.
But I think it was truck nuts are useless, so why not use them as something?
You're talking about lug nuts from a truck.
No, I'm talking about those things that you hang from. They look like nuts.
Oh, those
you know
disgusting.
what?
You know what those are good for? Cutting off.
I think they're Anyway.
Drizella, I like that name. Who's Drizella? At Drizella.
I don't know.
Somebody's saying, what's the hop says, hey there, at Drizella.
Well, apparently Drizella has graced us with their presence.
Hey, Drizella, whoever you may be, or if you're a bot created by Russia and North Korea, you got a cool name. I like that, Drizella.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What's the hops love? Oh, that's Drizella talking right now. And Adjective Beaver says, Drizella is my wife. Well, hey, good for you.
Does
Cool name.
Does Drizella know? I'm just curious.
Maybe Drizella is a Russian bot.
I don't think he'd marry a Russian bot.
If it weren't for truck nuts, I wouldn't have been born. Hey, Christian Ricketts was sired by a 1975 lifted Chevy pickup.
Drizella, I've actually never heard you speak, so I don't believe you just yet.
That's like me. I've never been to Wyoming, so I'm not entirely convinced it exists. I don't know anybody from Wyoming.
It's the Garden State. It's my,
That's Jersey.
I was trying to get one over on people.
Yeah. See, I don't think it exists.
Yep. Let's see. I was going to do proof of live, but we're already 40 minutes late, so I'm going to close this tab. I'm going to close this tab.
Hey, now your internet's just going to scream, Ed. Just going to scream.
I don't think so.
It's going to scream like a California bullet train. Right into the planning stages. All right. Lol, Schrodinger's Drizella. Hey, I know that joke. Like, if we can't hear or see or observe... No, we do observe her, but then that makes her go away.
No, it means...
Right?
no,
and then she's in a box, and there's a cat in there, and that cat is plumb messing up her sweater.
It means
right?
that if we can't hear her, but we can hear adjective, she's still right, is what it means. Anyway. Just don't try to parse that out.
I'm not parsing nothing. I was falling asleep.
So,
Large
folks,
Large Marge. Where do I know that name from?
I believe you know that from Pee-wee's.
Yeah, Pee-wee.
Which I saw opening week. This is how old I am. I saw Pee-wee's. Is it Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Is it? I saw it opening weekend in the theater. That's how old I am.
Did you watch it on the stereo octagon? Did you have to crank it yourself?
No.
No.
Nope.
You're not that old.
The cinematoscope.
Drizella says yes. Adjective Beaver says ha.
I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do.
Go inside and look at your new kitchen floor.
We do have a new kitchen floor.
What kind of kitchen floor did you get?
We got the kind that there's you got your joists.
Never heard of them.
Then you got your subfloor, and then you got kind of whatever you want to put on your subfloor. You can do carpet, you can do tile,
carpet, pudding,
you can do a laminate.
Put on there.
I do love a good pudding floor. But only if I have full trust in the pudding maker. Christian Ricketts, here's something to consider, Christian. Summer has not been on one of our live streams, and we've been doing this.
Hey, wait a minute! Didn't you say it's Valentine's Day?
A year and a half. Yep.
How come you're not hanging out with your wife?
Because she's in there. She made, and you're going to get to enjoy the fruits of this later. She
didn't make fruit, did she?
No.
Okay, thank God.
But she made a pork loin with some beans.
That's the magical fruit. Hey,
some sort of curry broth or something. And I made some rice. So we're going to go up there and we're going to eat some beans and meat and rice.
Christian says it's Valentine's, figuring a pretty lady would she wants some fancy French supper. But I'll tell you right now, Christian, pork loin is about as French as summer gets. That sounds like a riddle, doesn't it? Pork loin, ponder this here, Grasshopper. Pork loin is as French as summer gets.
Yeah. The season?
I don't know. Are you asking yourself?
Yeah,
or are you asking
I don't know.
world?
You apparently know my wife better than I do.
I was just posing the question to the universe.
Huh? Sorry.
That was a good quadruple take. Huh? Yeah, that was a good one. You sounded like Scooby-Doo.
A gratuitous quadruple take.
All
right, folks, it's time for the interactive portion of our live stream. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done on Valentine's Day? We're going to go dark and let you think about it. Just a dark screen while you think of the most romantic thing you've ever done on Valentine's Day. I don't know why. Anyway.
That dark screen.
That was a dumb thing.
Hold on. They got time. They got to have time to type. Dee Dee Marie says the most romantic thing she did on Valentine's Day was lol. I got to try this law, man. Everybody likes the law.
Yeah. You know what I like?
What?
Lyle.
Who's Lyle?
Lyle. He's the guy that sells meth out by the farm supply store.
I always thought his name was Lie, like lye that you put on a dead body.
Well,
I thought it was some thing he picked up in prison or something.
He's a little lazy with his enunciation.
Lie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it.
Lie.
But 30. He's been slinging meth for about 35 years now. And like back 35 years ago, it's a career. It was some good meth back in the day. I remember.
Well, 35 years ago, it was speed.
I remember. Well,
Not
yeah.
the same thing.
No, but he was making it out of his own shack. You know, they used to call it the sugar shack. They used to call it. Anyway, I'd get like a case of tequila and 2 or 3 bottles of his speed, and I'd just while away a couple of weeks. Just driving around, cycling, the depressant stimulant cycle. Folks, I've never done meth. That story is totally fictitious.
Hey, somebody just typed a picture of somebody's face. Who's that guy?
I think that's Goldilocks and the Bear.
Where's that key?
I think that's an emoji that someone can use on Mixer. I don't know. Roger is searching Find a Grave, and I'm painting my nails. It's a banner night in the Addams household. Well, who's wearing pants and who's not? Sorry, don't answer that question.
What's Find a Grave? Is that some website where you find a grave, presumably?
Pick a name. Randy Newman. You can go find out where he's buried.
Oh, is he finally dead?
Oh, I think so. I mean, he died in the 80s, I think.
No.
Oh, yeah. I Love L.A. That was the last song he ever recorded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
I guess nobody's ever done anything romantic on Valentine's Day, or they're not listening, or they don't care.
Well, except
all of which I can
Adamses,
sympathize with.
Except the Adams.
Oh, Adams is, hey, yeah, they got stuff going on. So much. Okay, that officially ends the interactive portion of Big Ed Barnum's screaming talking hour. So, is the hour up yet?
I like Randy Newman's salad dressings, is what Token Variety said. You know what?
Those are good, and it all goes to charity. Too. That's the best part.
Well, I think it all goes. I was going to make a dumb joke.
Hold on.
Isn't his charity the Hole in the Wall Gang?
I don't know. So Rad Castle says he set up a fancy dinner at a Mediterranean place, had wine and flowers already set up at the table before we arrived. Had the chef make all his best stuff for us to feast on.
What does that mean? Make all his best stuff?
He's a chef. What do you think he was making?
Oh, he's making food.
He was upholstering furniture for them to sit on.
All right.
And Christian B. Rickett, that's your turn then.
The most romantic thing I've done on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, push through it.
I had a crush on a cashier at the Dollar General, and while she was doing her shift, I covered her Kia sedan with flowers and found here and there.
How did that turn out? Because that sounds romantic, but maybe creepy. Did she know who you were?
Oh, Radcastle took her home and had sex. Oh wait, no, nice. He's referencing somebody else.
On her favorite wine, also.
Here and there, being flowers from Albertsons, but I had to recycle cans first. It took a while. Got in a fight in the parking lot with a mean-looking sort. Christian Ricketts, I miss you. Christian, are you within 50 miles of the shed, or are you still down there slinging nails in drywall in Texas?
Nobody puts up drywall with nails.
Yeah, they do. Down in Texas, they do. They nail everything in Texas. Hey, that armadillo's crossing the road. Better nail it. Better put a nail. Better drop a nail in it. My hat's blowing off. Better sink a nail.
That actually works. My brother, Tank Wilson Jr., he worked framing houses one summer when we were in school, and the foreman, his hat would blow off. Gets windy down there where we're from. And he shot a nail right in there. Held it on. Still alive.
I love the word shiplap.
Who said shiplap?
Nail it to the shiplap. The most romantic thing I've ever done on Valentine's Day hasn't happened yet. Adjective Beaver knows what I want.
Hey there, Rear Admiral Beaver. You got a lady, and her name's as cool as Drizella. you better figure out what it is she wants. She says, you know, but I know sometimes a lady says, hey, you know what I want, and you're like, I can barely talk. You figure it out. Even if you got to, you know, go to the library or go on Wikipedia or, you know, just find some really smart person, you know, and get them to interview her. You figure out what it is that she wants to do, and then you do it. Because otherwise, you're going to lose Drizella and end up with some lady named Kathy. Not that there's anything wrong with that name, but it's not as cool as Drizella.
I think Dee Dee Marie had the best night of everybody. Put on music, drew a bath, lit a candle, glass of wine, and masturbated.
Oh, there you go.
Speaking of which, nope, it's only 6:55. So that was a joke. Like we're gonna do it later. Whatever. Shower the Driz in human sacrifices.
I don't think... Maybe that's what she wants.
Maybe.
That's what I'm telling you, man. You got to get some experts out there. You got to get somebody who knows what's what, and you got to figure that out. Because, you know, yeah, maybe there's a Rosemary's Baby thing going on. And, you know, who knows? Who knows? But point is, even if you have to become a minion of Satan, you don't want to lose a lady whose name is Drizella, because that's a cool name.
I think her name is Ruth Gordon. I think Ruth Gordon's my favorite part of Rosemary's Baby. She's one of the older neighbors in the apartment building.
The really creepy one?
Yeah.
Hitting the library now. All right, there you go. They help you out there, too. You know, that's one thing. People worry about, they say, hey, where's the library going to go now that everybody reads their book on their video game, Kindle, or whatever the hell it's called.
You can check them out from the library.
Yeah, so what's the librarian going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to be super helpful to every person who comes in that door, even if they're addicted to drugs or they're just there to look at pornography, right? They're going to help them, you know, find the information they need to find, even if it's on the internet, even if it ain't in the brick and mortar library. So hey, support your local library. You know what I'm saying? You
know who we need to have on the show is Earl Cotton Bailey to talk to us. Earl Cotton Bailey's a rare books librarian in Manhattan, Kansas.
No kidding.
And they had a big fire at the university out there.
Books don't burn, do they?
Well, not these.
Really?
But these were rare books. Well, I mean, they will, but these
They were
didn't.
already cooked because they were rare. Come on.
And the collection, pretty much, the collection surprised. The collection survived, but they're actually keeping them in lime caves while they figure out what to do with the library.
Is that where they have that bluegrass show on OPB, on PBS? You know, they're all playing in the cave.
Red Rocks?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's Austin City Limits. Where they have that Red Rocks thing. No, it's not.
It's underground, and they all go in there, and it's got great acoustics or something.
Geographically, I was trying to fold one place in Austin, Texas.
Anyways, that's
on
where
top
they
of
should
another
put the
place
books.
in Manhattan.
That's
Kansas.
where they got to put the books. You know what I mean? Right there next to Willie Nelson and that other plucking guy that was down there.
Earl Cotton Bailey apparently is responsible for this collection that's in these lime caverns. That's the cover story. I think he's just going down to these lime caverns and getting drunk. I think he gets drunk around 10:30, 11 in the morning, and then he tries to time his nap so that about 3:30, 4 o'clock, he's like, "Yep, that's another hard day here in the lime cave. Books are all right. Gonna go home and see the wife."
You know, I've been drunk in several types of caves, but never a lime cave. So hey, who is it? Who's the librarian, the rare book drunk?
Earl Cotton Bailey.
Earl Cotton Bailey. You gotta
he
tell
suddenly
us.
he just texted, huh?
I was back in Kentucky, not anymore. Huh?
I got Earl Cotton Bailey needs to send me an updated biography or something.
Hey, when are we doing that thing where we got to sit in here for like 10 hours?
That's June 8th.
Okay.
Oh, we'll talk about that for a second.
There you go,
folks. June 8th is our 5-year anniversary. I keep telling Chad.
Hey, speaking of librarians, we got Chris Lutzock up in here.
Yep, I saw that. So
and Chris Lutzock's going to help you. You know what I mean? Even if you ain't bathed in days and you're addicted to everything there is, and you got a needle hanging right out of your arm, Chris Lutzock's going to welcome you with open arms. He's going to help you find your pornography on the. You got to keep it quiet and you got to keep it pointed away from the kids. But he's going to do what he needs to do to help you out. What were you talking about?
So June 8th. 9 a.m. PST to 9 a.m. No, sorry, 9 to 9
CST,
in the morning.
CST,
we're doing a 12-hour stream,
in
which we're celebrating 5 years of web series streaming jackassery in general. And Chris Lutzock, I appreciate you letting us license this photo for free. I didn't realize you were going to be in the photo putting goddamn ketchup on a hamburger. On a hot dog, sorry.
You know, that's about his coloration. I think Chris is a little more buff than that, but...
Nope, that's him.
Is that him?
It looks just exactly like him.
Oh, I think that is him, huh? That must be an old picture.
So Randy Knickers, I think we are going to have a bit of a barbecue, because every time we stream, it's 59 degrees in here today. So
wow, that's warm.
It's balmy in here. We have streamed when it's been I think 31 degrees in here.
That was not warm.
That was not warm. But every time we stream and the weather's nice and the sun's out, Cole's like, are we going to stream from the back porch?
Are we going to play bocce ball? Lawn bowling? Every time and Ed says, hey, we're going to be on this
I need to aerate the lawn.
For like 10 or 12 hours. And I was like, yeah, well, what are we going to do for 10 to 12? Well, he says, no bocce ball. I'm like, why do you even have those things?
Earl Cotton Bailey's grabbing another beer. I think I need to grab another beer as well.
I'll grab it for you. On one condition.
Yep.
That we play bocce ball during the 12-hour summer while we're standing around talking.
All right.
Y'all, you record this.
Yep.
Notarize it. We got a notary out there?
You know, Notary Public is the biggest racket on the face of the planet. If you read your state statutes, generally a notarized document is no more or less legal than an unnotarized document. I'm just saying it.
But it got a stamp on it, doesn't it?
Oh.
A stamp.
You want a stamp? I can get you a stamp. It's like you want some overpaid woman named Charlotte with a sense of entitlement coming, like pretending like she's going to grace your divorce papers with her little stamp that says my commission expires. And
slow your roll, Ed. Amy Adams is a notary.
Oh. Notarized documents are the classy way to go, whether it's a divorce decree or real estate papers, or whether
nothing says no like a notary,
or whether you just want to waste somebody's time and say, "Hey, when does your commission expire?" And they look at you like, "Well, what would you like me to notarize?" Anyway, best industry on the planet. Bocce ball, what is that? A Star Wars or something? I ain't no Italian ball game. I'm reading these in the reverse.
Yeah.
Chris Lutzock, I don't think I ever own red shorts. I'll bring the potato salad. Randy Knickers, I apologize. We've talked, I think, over a year ago about having you on the live stream, and Cole and I just get.
Why don't we have him over here to have a barbecue and play bocce ball in the yard when it's nice out?
There's a certain. I'm not gonna. There's a certain limitation with Randy Knickers when you have him on a show. You usually have to lay down some plastic. You usually have to hide all of the sharp implements.
Okay,
you usually have to have a certified, licensed pyrotechnician. You usually have to have an insurance writer providing extra about $1 million, $2 million of liability insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can actually talk to his people about getting him scheduled on the stream. I'm sorry, there was a question. I don't know.
Hey, I had another one of them mild strokes.
Waking nightmares?
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, my laptop smells like rock and rye. What is the rock part?
It's that cavern he's hanging out in.
Oh.
He brings his laptop down there and he gets drunk on rye, and then he drops his laptop onto the limestone or whatever.
I thought he might be smoking crack in the bedroom and having rye whiskey.
That's a delicious combination.
Is that a Don McLean song? We were smoking crack and drinking.
Who the hell's Don McLean?
Oh, come on.
Is he that guy from the Die Hard
He's the
movie?
American Pie guy. Bye,
you mean the kid that did that thing
Pie.
to the... Oh, no.
Smoking crack with Chevy Chase and drinking some rye, or something like that. I don't know. What the heck is a bun? Christian. Ain't got you. That's a drink you drunk.
Hey, the alien spaceship turned off. Oh, there it goes.
Right. Yep. All right. What did you just spit out?
Air.
Air?
I just do that to look tough. Yeah, see? Well, no. Yeah, you got it.
I had a hair in my...
This is why I don't hang out with cats. Because they just do that all the damn time.
I didn't get you wet, did I?
No. I
was trying to keep it... yeah. I think I got that hair.
Hey, Christian Rickens is right. Eugene Levy was the American Pie guy.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're confused.
Speaking of cat, there's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where Larry David talks about why he usually doesn't perform oral sex on women, and he lands a speaking role in a Martin Scorsese film, and that night previous he actually goes down on his wife, and while they're on the set, it's his take, and he anyway.
Good story. Earl Cotton Bailey says Rock and Ride will cure that. It's a drink. It's a drink.
Rainier beer is my favorite sparkling water.
Token Variety says Rainier is what Washington people sell to Oregon people to make them sterile.
Well, I had a vasectomy about 9 years ago, so I don't care.
Mm-hmm. I knew there's a reason I drink it.
You know, the most amazing thing about a vasectomy is when they walk you out of the room and if you happen to turn around, there's a lot of fluid that comes from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from.
You're just full of good stories tonight, Ed. Keep them coming.
And it looks like a cherry Kool-Aid. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. I feel like I lost everybody here. I need to go check one thing over here. See who's joined us over here on Facebook. I can't
Facebook
on the aggregated chat. I can't see when people join unless they make a comment. So I'm just going through here, seeing if anybody in my family, Diane West, Tammy Webster, Noriko Ott joined.
Hey,
I shouldn't call them out unless they say something, because you should just be able to feel free to lurk in the.
This is a lurk safe zone. Lurk away.
Lurk all you want to. With your pants or not. I don't know. I had to fill a cup of mine, and when I was done, the nurse said that was quick. There is the old joke, can you fill this cup? And it's like, from here?
Hey.
Oh, you're reframing your shot?
Just whiling away the hours till your next disgusting
We'll get in here, and we'll tighten it up for you if we need to. Get that shot high and tight. Yeah, that looks good. You got something to say?
Nope.
All right. My hip's bugging me. All right, folks.
All right, another gross story. Hey, what kind of fluid is your hip gonna squirt out on?
Well, there's no whatever fluid you want inside your joints, lubricating bone-on-bone action, which is also the name of a porn film. Whatever liquid you want inside your joints, lubricating your bone-on-bone action. I ain't got none in my left hip. I'm just saying. That's my favorite porn.
I ain't got none in my left hip.
Nope.
Just saying.
Actually, that's my second favorite porn. I ain't got none in my left hip. All right. I feel like we never got started, and we're going to wrap it up here. What's going on with your week, Cole?
Nothing.
Way to stretch it out. Way to fill the time.
No, I have been. I did watch.
Way to pat it.
I've been watching the Welsh Open. That's snooker, you understand?
Yep.
And I ain't soliloquizing that. I'm just telling you a story. I don't know why you took my soliloquy camera. Whatever. I'm gonna soliloquize now. So I'm watching Welsh Open. That's snooker, you understand? Part of the Home Nation series, right? Welsh Open, Northern Ireland Open, UK Championship, English Open, I think that's it. Anyways, all the snooker tournaments, right? They got 2 commentators for the match, and they pull from a well of maybe 10, 15 folks that do the commentary, usually. But in the Welsh Open, they always got at least one Welshman, right, on the commentary. And they got their sing-songy voice, right? And they talk like this and that. But Terry Griffith, he's former world champion, right? He's commentating on Ronnie O'Sullivan. Actually got knocked out today by number 65 in the world or something like that. 4-2, best of 7. Whew. Anyway, Terry Griffith's commentating on that, but he can't say the O in O'Sullivan. And he tries, too. Yeah. Oh, he says, "Oh, Ronnie Sullivan, such a great touch. Oh, Ronnie, just in very little effort, and he gets a lot of movement on the ball. Sullivan. I don't know. You want me to talk, Ed, about what I've been doing? That's what I've been doing. I've been watching the Welsh Open, and Terry Griffith can't say "oh." Real nice guy, though, very knowledgeable. Very, very pretty to listen to. All those Welsh folks. I like that accent.
All right, folks. I think we've got pork shoulder, or is it pork loin?
You said pork loin.
Hey, what's the difference between a pork loin and a pork shoulder?
About 18 inches.
Yeah, there you go. We've got pork shoulder, rice, and beans waiting for us in the kitchen that has a newly laid floor.
I don't know what it's made out of.
The floor is new. You can catch me, Big Ed Barnum, here on...
Hey, you didn't tell me about your money thing.
Yeah, I felt like it was...
whatever, we'll tell him next
sort
time.
of, yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, we finally got Patreon set up.
He didn't set up the $1,000 button, but there's like a $150 one.
Yeah.
So you click that.
Things have changed in the Barnum household from a revenue perspective, and we're going to try to... Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I will see you Sunday morning, 10 a.m. PST, as we talk... episode 6 of Barnum Book Club. We're going to be covering chapter 3 of Watchmen. And if you joined us last Sunday, thank you very much. You also know that I was about ready to just light the whole goddamn shed on fire because just the way I felt about Watchmen. But we'll be doing that. And then Cole and I think we're here next week. When are you out of town next?
I'm gonna go east. I'm gonna go to Walla Walla. Maybe in a couple weeks.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not? Once the snow melts, once I get through 84, I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to spin cookies in a parking lot for about an hour, and then I'm going to come back.
All right. Well, I like
so that probably won't impinge on any of your...
Can we go to Stevenson while we're there?
Yeah.
We need to go to Stevenson, Washington.
Highway 30 might be snowed in, though.
All right. So
we're taking your car if we're going. I actually might rent a car. I'll rent a car with all-wheel drive. And we'll go out there and we'll see Joe Frice and Bigfoot and spin some cookies in Walla Walla.
And Myra, that waitress at, what's that place we always get prime rib at in Stevenson there?
I can't remember what it's called.
She's just...
it's the bar on the corner.
Yep. It's the waitress there I'm in love with. She doesn't know it. Nobody else knows it. Nobody knew it until I just blabbed it just now. I'd appreciate it if you just.
I'd have said something.
If you just kept it quiet.
I ain't got no tact about that. Somebody says, "Hey, that guy over there looks like somebody I went to high school with." I'll say, "Well, what was their name?" And they'll say, "John Erickson." And I'll just stand up and scream, "Hey, John Erickson!" And if the person doesn't turn around and look, I say it's not him.
Well, let me tell my wife that I'm in love with this waitress before you go running off.
I'll tell her over the pork loin.
All right. Well, just
because if you don't, I will. You know what I mean?
Folks. I'm Big Ed Barnum.
I'm Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson.
Thank you very much.